Office Chatter. I'm Brittany, and my host and co-host tonight is Clint.
Hey there, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
Doing good.
And we are reviewing The American this week.
That's right, The American, which is a George Clooney film. And this description here is as vague as the movie, and we'll get into our review in just a second, but here is a synopsis. Alone among assassins, Jack, which is George Clooney, is a master craftsman. When a job in Sweden ends more harshly than expected for this American abroad, he vows to his contact, Larry, that his next assignment will be his last. Jack reports to the Italian countryside where he holes up in a small town and relishes being away from death for a spell. That's mighty nice for him, I guess. The assignment, as specified by a Belgian woman, Matilda, is in the offing as a weapon is constructed. Surprising himself, Jack seeks out the friendship of a local priest, Father Benedito, and pursues romance with local woman Clara. By stepping out of the shadows, Jack may be tempting fate. And that's our synopsis for The American. And Brittany, what was your take on it?
Well, I thought it was going to be a great movie, because that's what it looked like. But I thought it was a very flat movie. It, of course, in the movie you know that he builds guns, but it's like you're waiting for the action and nothing happens until the last 5 minutes of the movie. And at that, it's just kind of boring. So,
I would agree with that. It's billed in the commercials and so forth as kind of James Bondish a little bit or something like that, you know, Jason Bourne to some degree. And it's very much like the old 70s, slow-paced, painful in some cases type of movie. Where you see him open up a gun case, and it's nice to see all the detail, but it takes him 5 minutes just to look at the scope and just to press a button and just to move forward, and it's just very slow and methodical in its pacing. It's very beautifully shot. I mean, the scenery, there's a couple of shots where it's by a riverside, a waterside, very beautiful and so forth, but it is a slow-paced, methodical, to the detail type of movie. And there are 3 semi-action scenes that if you combine the time of all 3 is about 5 minutes.
Yeah. And George Clooney does not speak but like 100 words the whole movie, if that.
He's more the quiet man than anything else. He is known as Mr. Butterfly in this film. He has a butterfly tattoo on his back, and all his cohorts tend to refer to him by that moniker of Mr. Butterfly. It's very European. He's the only American in it. You know, it's set in Sweden and Italy and so forth, and you get the feeling this is a very European-style film even. So, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't great. I would say it's definitely matinee quality if you're going to go see it. Go see it as a matinee. Be a good Sunday afternoon or a Labor Day afternoon matinee. So go to Premiere Theaters and see it there. And how can they find out what time it's playing?
You can call the theater at 446-6500.
Or you can go to everythingrockymount.com and you'll see Premiere Theaters on there. Click on that and it'll take you right to their website, and you can see the full schedule of all the other movies playing at Premiere Theaters. I would give this movie a grade on I do this every week, a 100-point scale if you're in school. Now that school's back in session, it's even more relevant for the kids out there. I would give this one an 84.5. So it's barely better than a C. What do you
I'd give it about 85.
85. So we're almost tied there this week. That's a first. So The American, George Clooney, and next week we'll be looking at possibly. I know you're looking at
Going the Distance.
Going the Distance. That's the Drew Barrymore film, and I'm looking forward to Machete. That's the one I want to take a look at. So we'll see you next week with Box Office Chatter. I'm Clint.
And I'm Brittany.
Have a good week.